Hello, welcome to this video on solving quadratics by completing the square. We're only going to deal today with x squareds where the coefficient's 1. So we're not going to deal with 2x squared, 3x squared in this video. That will be a different video. This is going to be a practical video showing you how to do it. It's not going to look too much in why it works, but it may become clear. So x plus 4 squared. I've taken 8 and I've halved it. I get the 4, I square it, and I take it away. So take away 16 plus 15 equals 0. Now, why do I take away 16? I'm not going to go into it too much, but if you expanded this bit here, you get x squared plus 4x, which give you this. But you get an extra, add 16, which you don't need. That's why we take it away. So let's simplify this. Minus 16 plus 15. Take away 1. Your next step is to put that 1 over there. We then square root both sides. When I square root this side, it gets rid of the square. When I square root this, I get plus or negative 1. Remember, we've always got a positive and a negative. So x equals negative 4 plus or minus 1. That's our two solutions. So our two solutions would be x is negative 5 and x is negative 3. And a good idea to put those in, substitute those into the original equation just to check they work. Right, let's have a go at this other one. Now, x minus 3, because that's half of negative 6, square it. Now negative 3 squared is 9, and I always take this away. Sometimes people, because I've taken away 16 up there and it's come from a positive, sometimes people think, oh, I've got to add here, but you don't. You always take away. Plus 8 equals 0. So I square that, I get 9, and I take that away. Always do that. Now x take away 3 squared minus 1 equals 0. So we've got 1 again. Put that over there. And hopefully you remembered to square root. So positive negative 1. So x will be 3 plus or minus 1. So if I take away 1, I get 2. If I add 1, I get 4. So there's your two solutions. X equals 2, x equals 4. Might be an idea, put them into here, substitute in 2 and see what you get. You should get 0. Substitute 4 in and you'll get 0. Let's look at another one. Well, why is this harder? Because 3 doesn't halve quite as nicely, does it? So x, and I would do this as a top-heavy fraction. X minus 3 over 2. And then I take away the square of that. Well, that's not too bad to do, because 3 over 2 squared is 9 over 4. You just square the top, square the bottom. Take away 10 equals 0. Now, x minus 3 over 2 squared, 9 over 4, minus 9 over 4, minus 10, which is minus 40 over 4, so that's minus 49 over 4. So I'm just going to put that over to the other side. 49 over 4. Well, when we square root this, we do get quite a nice number. Square root of 49 is 7. Square root of 4 is 2, so it's 7 over 2. Positive, negative. So x equals 3 over 2, positive, negative, 7 over 2. So that's like saying 1.5 plus or minus 3.5. So you've got x is negative 2 and x equals 5. I would go back through and watch these again. I'm just going through the different steps for you so you can see these solved in action. Let's just do a few more. So this one, Now these ones don't have quite so nice solutions, and you'll see why. Remember, half of that is 3. Take away 9, take away 2 equals 0. So I've got x plus 3 squared minus 11. Well, what do you see? You got 11, so I'm going to have to square root 11. And I just leave it as root 11. So x is negative 3 plus or minus root 11. And you can leave it like that if you want. You've got your answers. Negative 3 plus root 11. We leave it in exact form. So it's not a nice number, but it is an exact answer. You might be asked to work that out, so you'd use your calculator to a set number of decimal places. Let's try this one then. Let's remember what we do. Yep, we halve that. We square it and we take it away. Think about the same steps every time. X minus 5 squared minus 5 equals 0. So x minus 5 squared equals 5. We square root this, don't we? Positive negative 5. So x equals positive 5 plus or minus the square root of 5. So just remember the same steps every time. We halve that number. We square it and take it away. We then get to this form. We then take over whatever number that is. And this time it's 5. Then we square root both sides. Let's look at one more example. X minus 6 squared. Take away 36, because it's square of 6, square of negative 6, plus 12 equals 0. X minus 6 squared minus 24 equals 0. X minus 6 squared, and we put that over to the other side, minus 24. Well, let's square root, and we've got positive negative root 24. Now, positive negative root 24, that's an interesting one. Let's just look down here. Root 24 is root 4 times root 6. So I can actually simplify that to 2 root 6 using my rules of surds. 24 is 4 times 6. So root 24 is root 4 times root 6. So that's 2 root 6. So x equals positive 6 plus or minus 2 root 6. So you could have x equals 6 minus 2 root 6, or x equals 6 plus 2 root 6. Okay, so those are 6 examples that I've walked through. I'd advise you go through them again, and you'll have lots of practice to do. Just remember, the first step, half that, square it and take it away. Simplify, over to the other side, square root. And you're just about there. Hope that was clear. Thank you very much.